All right, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Talks and Chill with your host. I'm Tony Serrato.
I am Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
A little more uplifting this week.
Yes.
Slightly.
But
there is a lot of violence in the actor we're going to talk about.
Yes. So we are going to talk about an actor, but before we do, I just want to bring up that I shared with you guys said you'd seen it. What do you guys think about the Spider-Man?
Oh, the new
brand
trailer?
The new trailer?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
I'm interested.
I'm wondering if, because there is a scene where his eyes go black. I wonder if they're actually introducing Venom.
I think they're introducing Man-Spider.
Yeah,
Man-Spider. Okay.
Is what they're, at least from what I heard,
That's
is
what
that
I'm
what they're hinting to it? Because
Gotcha.
he's going through a mutation and he's getting his organic webbing.
Yeah. So he's going to turn. I'm hoping, or I'm thinking that he's going to turn into the Man-Spider.
How do you do that? I mean, I can't tell you. I don't do breathing.
Yeah.
But if you remember from the old cartoon or the comics, there's a little stint where he literally starts transforming into a spider, and Dr. Connors, who's in the trailer, has to help him revert back.
Well, no, it's not Dr. Connors. It's Dr. Banner.
Well, in the comics, TV show, it's Connors.
Yeah, in this one, it's Banner.
Yeah.
And then what threw me off in the trailer, because for a minute, and this was my mistake, I'm like, why is Bruce Bruce again? And then I forgot that in She-Hulk, the series, he used the inhibitor. He can
watched
revert
that
back
show.
to himself.
Okay.
Or he does it to help her out, too, I think, so when she needs to.
Never saw that show. I heard it was good. You just never watched
It was okay. It wasn't the greatest of all the Marvel shows. Like,
But
it wasn't any WandaVision or Loki or anything like that, but it had its good parts and its bad parts. There was a lot of, in my opinion, a lot of agenda kind of pushing, like with the whole woke thing. It was very much like that, and that's just my opinion of it, though. But I mean, overall, it was a decent show. So I hope they introduce her into the later movies. But yeah, that's what threw me off when he first turned around. I'm like, wait a second. And then I noticed the thing on his arm, and I'm like, oh, that's right. He did introduce that in She-Hulk, that he was going to be using it. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see because, when I first saw it, because all you've been seeing, I've been waiting because I'm like, that movie's coming out this summer. So when's the trailer going to, because every time you look it up, it's all this AI and fake fan stuff.
Well, that and also the new Dune teaser trailer dropped too.
Yeah.
That looks wicked.
I didn't see that one.
So apparently Jason Momoa is coming back, or either they're doing a prequel part of the movie.
Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
The hamster's getting coffee right now.
Run, hamster, run.
Buffering.
But yeah, I do think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. And I don't think clearly that they're going to have him stay that way. I think that's why Bruce is probably going to help him figure something out. But I think ultimately, I'm going to hope that at least some of the features stay with him, like the organic webbing and stuff. So then he has like a backup because he is a web shooter. So we shall see.
Indeed.
And then it's interesting because if you noticed in the trailer, he had two different outfits.
Yeah.
He had his one that he first changed into at the end of No Way Home.
Yep.
And then, the classic old school one where it was like the brighter blue.
Yeah.
Or the shinier blue. And then he has like his other suit still. So I'm wondering how they're going about that. But it would be interesting to see if they introduce Venom somehow. Because, I mean, which one was at the end of it, at the end credits where he got zapped back
it was No Way Home. Yeah,
where Venom got zapped back into his reality, but the little droplet of the symbiote was stuck there.
Yeah, that's
Well, I like it because he's there. He's like, let me tell you, aliens don't like stones; they like brains. He's sitting there talking to Eddie. We are drunk.
I know they didn't review well, but I genuinely love the Venom movies.
Oh yeah,
no, they were good. I would say probably I enjoyed the second one probably the best.
Yeah,
Carnage.
Yeah. Carnage, yes.
Yeah, that one was very good. The first one was still
no, they were all good, but like the second one I like more. I just love when I see somebody. He's like, "Oh, it's a red one."
Oh shit, that is a red one.
And then in the third one, they bring all the other ones. They bring out the Scarlet Scream or whatever, and all the other ones.
And that's also like when Venom's out. Like that is, if I'm not mistaken, Tom Hardy's voice just distorted and deeper.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense. So make it easier.
Yeah.
But I also noticed that they're gonna. I noticed in the trailer using the one guy is going to be Scorpion, and the one villain, and they said that he was in Homecoming, and I don't remember him being in Homecoming.
Is Homecoming the one with
The first one.
Oh, okay, that's the only one I haven't
Tom
seen.
Holland one. Oh, that was really good too. They had Michael Keaton in there. Seeing the
He was
Michael
the
Keaton,
Vulture.
yeah.
Well, I remember he had that cameo in the Morbius trailer, and I was like, "What the fuck does this mean? Like, are we crossing universes or something like that?"
Yeah.
But it was a Sony property. They own Michael Keaton, so they just said, "Here's fan service."
Yeah,
We own Michael Keaton.
basically.
And then they have, Frank Castle, the Punisher.
Yes.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that, and it's from the Marvel show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Go home, Frank.
And I don't think they showed it in the trailer, if I remember correctly, at least the one that I saw, but they also hinted that Daredevil was going to make an appearance.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that in the trailer that I sent it to Gavin on Instagram. You and I are Instagram friends. We should fix that at some point. But I sent it. I follow PlayStation just because I get updates on like sales and the monthly free video games. And the trailer dropped on the PlayStation account, and I was like, "Well, this makes sense. It's Sony."
Yeah.
And that's when I sent it to Gavin.
Okay.
And then you sent it a couple hours later when I was working.
Yeah, I just happened to come across it. It showed. I'm like, oh, finally. I'm like, we're actually not. And I before I sent it, I'm like, I read through it. I was like, is this AI stuff? That's all I've been finding is this AI thing. And then I finally read it. Said yes, it officially released. And I was like, okay, good. Now it's
Thank
real.
you.
But I'm looking forward to it because aside from that and Doomsday, this year we'll actually have. I was hoping to be good
So-
Marvel movies.
So actually, there's a new poster that's coming out because Dune and Doomsday are getting released on the same week. So like where they did Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
They're calling it now Doomsday.
Doomsday.
I'm down.
And I can see
I'm
a lot
in.
of people.
If we're bringing back Jason Momoa, that means I have to go watch part 2.
That's a long day, though.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
is
long
a
theater day
freaking long-
Avengers is going to be at least two and
That's
a half hours.
easily.
Yeah.
And
then,
Dune is. I
Yeah,
mean, the
they're all
second
like-
one was almost 2:45.
Yeah,
The
so
one from the 80s was 3.5.
Well, yeah, I mean.
just shut your day down.
It's like, the
turn
one
your
from the
phone off.
80s, they did like, and so I like where they're doing it now for chapter 3, because now because the one from the 80s never made it past the second part.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But
Spider-Man.
anyway, so yeah, just wanted to bring that up, and hopefully it's a good one. But
Yeah.
we wanted to.
The only thing I didn't like about the trailer is it seems like half the movie is going to, which, you have to do some character development, I get that, but it's about him trying to become friends with his former friends.
Do you have to?
Like, it seems like a lot of the movie is going to be placed on that, and like let's just have Spider-Man doing Spider-Man stuff.
Well, it
like,
feels a lot like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
where he's trying to just get
Wait.
reconnected with everything, and
Yeah.
it's just
The third
things
one.
are not working. Huh?
The
we
third one.
don't talk about that movie.
No, not the
He
third
goes
one.
full
the second
emo.
one.
I know.
No, but the second one, if you remember with Doc Ock, that was
Which
like,
is the best one, by the way.
which is mainly the movie is him just boating himself, just
Yeah.
trying to get his life in order, and he does eventually.
yeah.
But
And
so
then
I
he
think
gets with
they're
Mary Jane.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Kirsten Dunst.
I saw it.
She had that amazing upside down kiss.
I saw a meme on there of
I've seen the
look,
alternate version of that.
Look, Peter, I'm really tired of hearing about your. I understand you've got dead parents. Your uncle just died. Your aunt is terminally ill or something like that. You have no house. You're losing your or you have a job. You're losing your scholarship. You're doing all this, but you'd missed my play, so I'm gonna have to have sex with this other guy now. It was like a laundry list of everything that she was doing, but like I have to go have sex with him now.
And by the way, he's your good friend.
Yeah, he's your friend.
He's your best friend.
There's also a running gag. They use it twice in Family Guy. Where there's one where Peter is falling, and then like Spider-Man saves him, and he's like, "Thanks, Spider-Man." He's like,
Yeah.
"Everybody gets one."
Yeah.
And then like the next season, Cleveland's falling, and then he saves him, and he's like, "Yep, Peter, tell him." He's like, "Apparently, everyone gets one."
Yeah, yeah. I guess everybody gets one. That's a good one. Uno.
So yeah, we'll see what it brings. It looks like they are going to introduce a lot of elements into this one, which the MCU is pretty good about. They're not like the old DC movies, like when they got to Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, where there's just like flooding you with stuff and nothing's really making sense because they're just overkilling it with people. MCU can handle it. They've already done that many times, so they've already done.
And they have a new CEO at Disney right now. So
Yep.
let's see what happens.
But it'd be nice to see like those groups of ninja monks or whatever they are that he's going to be fighting.
They look like the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
Shredder's coming out. Next thing you know, see some turtles in there, man.
And again, this is we still haven't gotten to the topic of the day, but I was upset that that they pulled the plug on the R-rated Ninja Turtle movie.
There was one of those
Ronin.
in development?
Yes.
I did not know that.
So I can't remember who it was, but it's only one of them survived. And
Oh, it's Michelangelo.
and
I've
it's Mike,
seen.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's Mike, and so he's wearing
I
all of the.
I saw the trailer.
purple,
It was an
red,
animated
and blue.
movie, right?
No, well,
I saw a trailer for an animated movie.
I don't think so. It was supposed to be live action.
Oh, okay.
But it had an R rating. It was supposed to be like gory.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like you're actually gonna see someone get like disemboweled, like and stuff like that.
So I saw a trailer for an animated version of that, and everyone, I'm watching this trailer, and I was like, oh, Raphael, he's finally, becoming the hero that everyone thought he should be. And then, like, you hear at the very end, Cowabunga's like, oh, Michelangelo actually stepped up and become awesome. Like, to be fair, he kicked ass beforehand, but now he's Leonardo, but with Cowabunga.
Yeah, and that's so like the trailer or like the picture that they had for it was him with all the weapons, but like
Yeah.
the stick is like severed in half.
Bow staff.
The bow staff. Donatello's sword is cracked.
Donatello had the bow staff, Leonardo had the sword.
Leonardo, sorry, yeah, and then the size were
Raphael's.
Raphael. I don't remember where that. I think that was just like on his back, but he's wearing all four masks, and it was.
And it takes place in like the future kind of dystopia kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, that
sad,
would have
though.
been dope.
I know.
Been kind of sad though too.
But what they said was they're killing that project, but they're coming out with another turtle one, and I think that's the trailer that you saw.
Oh, okay.
Is they went that direction instead of dark.
I'm kind of happier they did because
I don't know, man. I think that would actually be good.
No, it'd
Like-
be interesting to see. Like if I wasn't so.
Like he goes full Casey Jones.
Well, I mean that would be fun. Yeah,
Oh, Casey Jones.
it's just Casey and Michelangelo.
yeah.
So I just Googled if the Ninja Turtles were out of copyright because if they were, we're making that movie.
We're gonna make it.
But yeah, so we'll.
No, hold on, it's the wrong tab.
Sorry, he's hitting the wrong tab now. But to the
DJ
topic
Mike.
of
You
the
don't want to.
episode.
Well, you might want to see that.
To the topic of the episode, Patrick, you chose it. I'll let you introduce it.
So there's an actor out, making movies. Obviously,
hope
otherwise
so.
he wouldn't be an actor.
He'll be on Broadway.
But he's done movies, TV shows. I've generally liked all of his performances. The only bad one I could think of is he was in Ghost Ship, and even I was like, come on, man.
I mean, that's just bad. He couldn't do anything on that one.
Yeah, he did the best he could with the materials
Exactly.
given.
Yes.
Yes.
That,
but-
that is a movie.
And it's a horror movie that I've seen. That's how bad this movie
It's
is.
a horrible horror movie.
Yeah. I was able to sit down and watch it. That's how horror movie it is. But no, today we're talking about the legendary Karl Urban.
Urban.
So since, this was my topic, I want to go first.
All right.
So when we first started talking about this topic, the two movies that came to mind, one was the first movie I remember seeing him in. Obviously, he probably had worked before that, but this is the first one that I saw him in. And the other one is probably one of my favorite characters that he's ever portrayed, but I have to go with the first one, the latter, and it's the Doom movie with The Rock. Mm-hmm. He plays the well, they're all protagonists until like the last 10 minutes. But it is based off a video game IP, I remember back then everybody was screaming for a Halo movie. Like they thought this would just be an awesome thing to be put to film, and everybody's like, it's a first-person movie. We don't know how well that's going to work. So they tested it out a little bit in the Doom movie. It was a 2-3 minute scene where it's like you're playing
It's
the
basically
video
gameplay.
game.
Yeah. The gun is still. You have a. They didn't put a reticle on the screen, but you could sense it where the gun was pointing. Was like the center dot.
But I thought it was a kick-ass scene, but I do understand why they didn't want to do that for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, God yeah.
And as a matter of fact, they did do that with a movie called Hardcore Henry about 10 years later.
Yeah.
And that gave people motion sickness.
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah.
Just like I almost had vertigo watching
Yeah,
that
same.
thing, 'cause I was
A
like,
lot of people walked out just like, we can't handle this.
Yeah, I watched it at home, thankfully, and even at home, I was like, I don't feel comfy in this chair.
it's kind of like watching the first Hulk movie, where just the
Oh,
strings
yeah.
kept moving on you and stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm young and I'm getting vertigo. I can't do this.
Actually, Ghost Ship was before that movie. By the
Yes,
way.
but the first movie that I saw him in was Doom. I know it got panned in the reviews. It was The Rock's like second movie, so his acting wasn't top tier like it is now when he's one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood right now. But I never really played the Doom games a lot, but I do know it was a video game, and that always piques my interest.
The first shooter, I believe.
Was it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
On a PC.
Yeah, on PC. Yeah,
Yep.
I like how
John Romero.
and I also like
John
from
Romero.
they bring it up in
wait,
Wild
John Romero.
Hogs. They're like for our gun rage trading, they just told us to play Doom.
That was a big thing when that game came out.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
I actually played that with my friends because he's like, "Oh, here's a game." I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that-
like Atari, Nintendo, and he's like, "No, you play
No,
here."
you
I'm
play on
like,
your keyboard.
"Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that though."
ASW.
Yeah. When you were able to get the joysticks that you could connect to
Yeah.
the computer, that worked out way better for
Right.
me.
ASWD and the Mouse Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't good with that. I was like, just give me a joystick or a little controller.
But I like the spin that they put on it. I generally like, once again, The Rock was fairly new. Karl Urban, I think this was his like first like.
well, The Rock was new to acting.
Yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
knew him in wrestling.
And he had been in The Lord of the Rings before this, so Karl Urban already established himself as an actor, but he wasn't Sean Bean. So I think this was like his first like leading role movie, and I think he just crushed it. I generally go back to that movie from 2000, over 20 years ago. I have it on DVD. That movie is awesome. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, that's the first movie I remember seeing him in. And I
Gotcha.
think that's got to be my favorite.
So mine was The Two Towers.
Okay. Yep.
That's the first one I remember seeing him in, which was before Doom.
Yeah.
But
By 2 years.
he was what's his name? Éomer. He was one of the riders of Rohan.
Yep. And
So, I
if
mean-
we mispronounce that, Tolkien just threw continents
Oh,
on the wall.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Master the Rohirrim. I think it was like a meme. It was like this girl like saying, "Guys, what is it that you're doing in the bathroom? Why is it taking so long?" And it's like a dude just crying watching that scene. It's like, it's from the third one, the Return of the King, where he's riding down and slapping the banners. ride for ruin. He's just getting the. He's like, it's a beautiful scene, man.
Let's be clear. There's only one return.
Yeah, there's
And
only
it ain't
one
the king.
return.
And it's of the Jedi.
It's of the Jedi.
That's still the greatest scene in that movie. It's from Clerks 2, if you're wondering. Just
It is.
Google Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Clerks 2.
Yep.
And he had a, I don't want to say quick. He's in several films. He's actually played the villain too. So
Yeah.
so I remember that first from the Bourne movie, the second one, I believe.
The first one, The Identity.
Supremacy.
Oh, was it Supremacy?
Yeah,
Wasn't Ultimatum?
Supremacy.
He's like the Russian assassin that they're trying.
Yeah.
He ends up killing the girl from the first movie.
Yeah.
And while he's trying to take him out in whatever, like Barbados or something.
They're always traveling.
He still can't remember.
Kind of has to.
If there's anything you can say about working for like the CIA or a secret government agency, you get to see the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You may not get to see it the way you want to.
He may not be there for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not gonna see it from the lens that you want to see it.
But it will be through a lens.
It will.
You gotta wonder how many rewards points they get. They're like between flight and hotels.
Put this on the company.
Yeah. Do you have your rewards card?
Oh, yes, I do. Here is the Amex Black.
What does it say? Shh, don't ask one.
Yeah. No, on the back it says, "Shh, don't tell mom."
Well, I will say
There's a new John Malkovich movie coming out, by the way.
That I sent that to you.
Yeah.
I am so dead set on seeing that too. That's going to be hilarious.
it's John Malkovich.
Exactly.
How could you don't want to see it?
Right?
It's John Malkovich.
But they play CIA operatives in like Chile or something like that.
It's basically like Red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he's just like, no, of course we work for the CIA. Why do you think you have a new governor?
Your country's going to be so fucked. Your country's going to be fine.
Now, I will say, I can't remember what movie I first saw him in, but the ones that I really liked him in was the Star Trek.
He played Bones?
As
Yeah.
Leonard McCoy, as Leonard Bones McCoy. And the reason why is when I first saw that, the new one, and I think it came out in 2009, I think, the first Star Trek.
Yeah, 2000.
Yep.
And I remember I saw it, and I'm like, they did a good job picking everybody for the roles. Like, everybody in those movies kind of really reflected the younger version of those old characters. But he probably hit it on the nail the best as Leonard McCoy.
Yeah.
Like, just the
I liked
accent,
him.
the style, his personality.
They gave him some good one-liners in the first one, but I think his better one was the second one. And like when he's like when they're trying to defuse the torpedo, it's like you know Jim, when I was stranded on a alien planet with a beautiful woman, there was no torpedo involved in that.
Well, I just love it in the first movie. Towards the end, he says the iconic line. He's like, "Damn it, Jim!" Like,
Yeah.
I'm a doctor. Well, and I believe, if I'm correct, I don't think in the original series or in the original movies with the original crew, they ever really gave an explanation to his nickname.
Yeah,
Except for the fact that he was a doctor.
So
But,
he's a Sawbones. So,
but they said to him,
this one they changed,
when he
yeah.
first meets him, when they're on that transport ship to go onto the Enterprise, and he's like, why'd you join? He's like, my wife left me, took everything except for my bones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that's why he came up with the nickname. So I mean, maybe that was just a random made thing.
it
up,
could
but
be.
was a
I
nice-
always just assumed because the doctor's nickname is the Sawbones. They called him Bones.
But yeah, you'd think that just they never gave an explanation, to my knowledge. So if anybody knows
Right.
from the original series,
Please let us know.
yes, let me know. But I think he did a great job in there. I especially love the scene. Now it's more driven by Chris Pine as Kirk in it, but scene with two of them where he was trying to get Kirk on the Enterprise.
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah.
He was
And he gives him
and he gives him all those injections.
Oh, he gives him the
like,
vaccine.
Yeah, and he's like, he's like, and he just keeps injecting different things.
Like, I can't feel my tongue. You have num num?
You have num num? What's num num?
And he's like,
Was it Wamelin? Was it Wamelin?
he's running up the bridge. And he's like, "Tss," like
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that was, in my opinion, I really like that role. He's done a lot of good roles, but if you really look at the different movies he's been in, he's been part of a lot of franchises.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Star
Yeah.
Trek, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The Boys franchise. It's not really, well, that's more of a show, but
Yeah.
it's going to grow. Well, no, they have the new show out there, Gen V.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's coming up on their final season. So
Yeah.
But The Boys isn't ending. It's just Gen V, right?
No. The Boys is coming on their final season.
But I'm sure they'll find a way to transport.
Gen V is, I don't know if Gen V is going to lead into that because the last episode or the last season of Gen V did end with Starlight, them finding the weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so he's been in that
Also,
franchise.
spoilers,
Star
I
Trek.
haven't seen Gen V yet.
Oh my lord.
Did you say Lod? Are you afraid to say God?
Oh,
Yes.
my lottie.
You living under a rock?
Yeah, it's on Plex, too.
Yeah.
I know.
Jeez.
I've
But
got
he's
other
also
stuff to
been-
do, man. I'm an important person.
Okay. Important
I would
person.
charge 6 other people. I drive a Dodge Stratus.
This is an 88 Honda. How dare you?
But he was also in, and you didn't know that, he said he wasn't in Star Wars. And
I did
saw
not,
that
yeah.
He was in the
He
Rise of
was
Skywalker.
he's credited as a
stormtrooper.
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Hey, he's in it.
He's in
Him
Star
and
Wars.
Daniel Craig might have been on set together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen him in that, but again, that was probably one of my favorite roles. Is that him as Dr. Bones McCoy, Leonard Bones McCoy.
And he played that role really well.
Oh, very
I
well.
love the second one when they remade the Wrath of Khan, and he goes, Bones, why is that tribble still on my ship? And he's like, it's dead. I'm just doing tests on it. Don't worry about it. And then at the end of the movie, the tribble comes back to life. God damn it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say.
Honestly, I don't think you could pick a movie that I would say, you know what, that wasn't his best one.
Well, you said Ghost Ship.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about Ghost Ship.
No, you said
We
I don't think you
acknowledge
could
that
pick
it
one.
exists
Yeah, but
and
you
it is
said
a thing.
you said you couldn't pick a movie. I'm
That
saying
we're going
you
to
can.
talk about. And we're not gonna
So
talk about
I
that.
don't know if he's coming back in the new. There's a new Riddick coming out as well.
Okay, so that
So
was
this one
another
is going to
movie-
be Furia. He's actually supposed to be going back. So I don't know if the Necromongers are going to be in there still. If Karl Urban's going to be a part in it, but he played in the third one. He had about 8 seconds of screen time.
I never
But
saw the third one.
the second one. He was good in. I
Yeah,
liked it.
so I did want to bring up Chronicles of Riddick,
Yeah.
which came out, and everybody was blindsided at how good that movie actually was.
Well, also because they had a massive budget. Pitch Black was what started it.
Yeah, that was
and
the
it was
indie
the,
movie.
Yeah, it was the indie horror movie.
And that was, I love that movie.
I did too.
The Chronicles of Riddick, it's like, oh, okay, I guess this is a sequel. It wasn't like a sci-fi channel movie.
Yeah.
This had a theatrical release.
And it had a budget,
Yeah.
a real budget in this
Yeah,
one.
Vin Diesel stepped up his acting game. He didn't say family for 2 hours. And they had Karl Urban. Judi Dench is in that
Yep,
movie.
Judi Dench.
So the budget just went to the actors
Yep.
and the soundstage.
Well, and most of the there's that one scene where he's running through the streets and they take out the craft that's chasing him. That looks. It's like they ran out of money at this point. Like this is the lowest CG that we can do. But then
That's
they have,
like within the first 30 minutes of the movie.
yeah, exactly. But like I want to say that scene, like they probably had to film that of all right. Well, how did he get on? How did they come back and get him? And he went to the crematoria place. And blah. Oh, I get it. They rescued him. Okay. Well, how do we do that? Because we didn't film it. Oh shit. We're down to like 10K now.
But yeah, that movie actually slaps a lot harder than I thought it was going to. Fun fact about that movie: Karl Urban and I believe Judi Dench learned to play D&D because Vin Diesel is such a D&D head. Like he loves to play that game, so between takes they would just sit down and play D&D.
I would not have guessed Vin Diesel as being a D&D
He
player.
loves D&D apparently.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
him, Joe Manganiello, big into D&D.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay.
It's like a Wallowitz in a Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
You're playing D&D. You're playing D&D.
This whole house is playing D&D. Yeah, that was a good one where he did all the actor voices.
But no, Chronicles of Riddick, I love that movie. I love Karl Urban's character. He's playing the doting soldier until he realizes, like, hey, if I kill him, I become king.
Keep what you kill.
Yeah, and then he goes to kill, but it forces the king to run away and right into Vin Diesel's knife into his face.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Well, he did not survive, so Vin Diesel is now the ruler of the Necromonsters.
So I win.
I win.
I've never seen the third one, but I think he loses his title within like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. So like the third one is basically Pitch Black 2.
Oh, okay.
He gets stranded on a world where
Only he can see.
no, it's not. He can see, but there's a storm that comes out, and there's like these massive, like, kind of almost like pig lizard things that are in the ground, but they can't traverse because they move through like watery. It's almost like Tremors. They come.
Sign me up for
They come
that.
out of the ground when the rain hits, and then like they because otherwise they would dry out and die.
Okay.
But yeah, he gets trapped by mercenaries on this planet, and then they have to figure out a way to get out. He tries to get them to leave before the storm actually reaches the post, and then
He's
it
the
doesn't.
king of the Necromongers. How do mercenaries kidnap
They
him?
leave him there.
Yeah, but how do
The
they kidnap him? Oh,
no, they take him there, telling him it's Furia, and they leave him on the planet.
it's like you're no longer our king.
Exactly. Yes.
You're out.
But according to the rule, they should have killed him, not just a bit.
They tried. Well, that's what they're saying. Is like they're going back and saying that they killed him. So
Oh, but
Yeah.
all right, fine.
Leaving him for the sand creatures.
yeah, exactly.
Sandworms.
Sandworms.
I hate them too.
That's copyrighted.
I eat them too. I got it. Right? I mean, come on. Well, I studied at Juilliard. And
See The Exorcist about 157 times. It keeps getting funnier every single time I say it. So I forgot that he was in Thor Ragnarok.
yes.
Yes.
The executioner.
Scourge.
Yes,
Yeah.
as the executioner.
He's got-
I'm like, what? I
He's got
forgot
the
all
dual
about that.
M16
Yeah.
guns.
Des and Troy. Together, they destroy.
And I love how he's using his like authentic Australian accent
Yeah.
in that movie.
It's authentic.
And he, I think it's funny because he comes in as like, this should have made Heimdall a king. Behold, my stuff. And he's just got all this shit
Yeah,
from
yeah.
everywhere. He's got a fucking shake weight.
There's a meme where behold, like you bring a girl home and you show off your cat.
Yes.
You're like, behold my fluff, and it's just like little cat going like this.
Behold.
My fluff.
So let's go. Elephant in the room, Red.
Yes.
The first Red.
Yes.
That fight between him and Bruce Willis in the CIA office, that was dope as hell.
Yeah, because he's the one, if I remember correctly, that was setting him up to be killed.
He was the guy who just got the order, go take him out.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't the one that set him up. It was Richard Dreyfuss was the one running
That's
that.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
But
It
he
just
was,
landed on Karl
I
Urban's
haven't seen
desk.
Red in a long time. I was
right.
like,
Yeah.
There is
You're
an-
not the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
There is an epic scene in that movie where Karl Urban, they're doing this car chase in downtown Louisiana or New Orleans, I believe. And Bruce Willis notices that Karl Urban is following him, and he does a 180 and he opens the door and he just
Steps
out, draws his weapon, and you can see the bumper go like within an inch of his shin, and then just aims and starts unloading into Karl Urban. Karl Urban being still employed a spy killer.
He's
like,
still with the company.
yeah, he survives, but then he notices like, oh, I hear sirens. You're about to be. And then he gets back in his car, and then SWAT surrounds Karl Urban. And he's like,
Well, I think it's because he radios it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he was in a cop car.
Oh, that's
he
right,
stole it.
yeah.
And he was like, officer down, so-and-so.
the Lafayette or whatever.
Assailant, yeah, what corner or whatever. Assailant is in a black SUV. He's armed. And then they're like, he's all right, I'm getting down. It's like,
And he just has this stoic face. He's like, I'm going to get you.
Well, then they have the fight in the office.
Oh, that fight is
that
so
was
good.
killer, yes. Like, Kordeski trained you, huh? Yeah, well, I trained Kordeski.
I just love when Karl Urban gets access to go read Bruce Willis's file. and he has to go into the secret vault, and then he just drops this like tome of like he was a wet works guy. Like he killed people. And he's like, well, what's Red? Retired and extremely dangerous. The company is going to go and try and kill a spy killer. This is not going to work out well.
no, it never does.
No.
I mean, we've seen the formula.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
So you guys may have not have seen this, but I remember seeing it several years back, and I really liked how it was. So it's called Pathfinder, and I think this may have been one of his first lead roles. So basically, the story comes around that he is.
It's not on my list. Oh wait, there it is.
So he is been adopted by a Native American tribe, and this is a tribe that's been in Northern America. But it's so far in the past that it's basically taking over, or it's replaying the Viking raids on North America.
Oh, okay.
So when they would come over and do their pillaging of whatever, so
Pillaging is a good word for what they did.
he is a son of a Viking that survived.
Of one of the pillagings.
Exactly, but he was just a child. Their boat sank, and I think his dad died or whatever. But anyway, he stayed there and was raised by the Native Americans. Well, now another trek of Vikings has come back, and he's trying to help them.
And he just says, not today.
Basically, yeah. He ends up trying to help the Native Americans free themselves, because they capture several of them, even the girl that he's the love interest for him. So it's a pretty cool movie. And so they go they trek across mountains and everything. It's pretty neat.
He did Doom, a movie called Out of the Blue, and then Pathfinder.
Anytime I think of Pathfinder, I think of The Martian.
Yeah,
When they were using that.
right.
I think of Mass Effect Andromeda. That's my brain is broken.
Mass Effect.
Pathfinder.
Yes.
Let's let's go ahead and talk about Dredd real quick.
The stoic Dredd.
Dredd.
I liked him in that.
I did too, but I love the one with Stallone too.
Yeah.
and
Judge Dredd.
Yeah, and I think legally they had to keep the judge out of this one.
Well, I mean, it's a comic book.
Yeah,
Is it Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Yeah, it is.
Marvel?
I believe.
Yeah. So I keep trying to compare it to the Stallone one because that one is
With Rob Schneider.
yeah
Right next to him.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a different tone.
yeah
Rob Schneider. Yeah, this one was dark.
yeah. This one got real messed up, and I loved it.
I mean, it starts with 3 people getting thrown off a damn roof.
after they get super high and it goes to slow mo.
Yeah, well, actually, after they got skinned.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, this one was messed up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So question to the group: Karl Urban or Stallone?
Well, it's always going to be Stallone for me. I mean,
It's hard for me because the Stallone one was more of like a comedy action, where this one was like
it was like a comic book.
Yeah,
so they were
exactly.
supposed to. They were reflecting it a lot more like the comics.
yeah, exactly.
My one flaw in the Stallone one is where they're trying to like deconstruct like Photoshop photo. It took them 3 hours. It would take someone in the 90s 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're 1,000 years into the future. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, they focus their efforts on other
Hey,
things. Right?
Mega City, okay?
But the Dredd movie with Karl Urban, it was good. I did enjoy it, but it was way more intense.
Oh yeah.
The Stallone movie, I was like eating popcorn, just like, oh, this is a great movie. And this one, I was like, I actually had to like turn away a couple of times.
Well, it's kind of like if you were to ask the question in that comparison, like, which Evil Dead do you like? The original
yeah.
would be like, well, it's Bruce Campbell, so nobody will ever replace him. But the first newer
Yeah.
Evil Dead,
The one I actually
it
went
was
to
up
the
there. It
theaters
actually
to
was
It was
decent.
good, yeah.
It was still good.
Yeah.
And it had obviously way better effects, but the cheesy effects was what made that original one so charming.
Yeah.
But that would be like asking that question to me about those two. I'm like, yeah, it's always going to be the original one.
Okay. But Dredd with Urban wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean,
And they
I watched
introduced, I think this was part of the comics, that his partner was psychic. I
Yeah.
think that was.
They delved
Hershey.
a little bit more into the comic lore
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the newer
Yeah.
one. Because, like he said, the original one was more comic-y and comedy.
But this one was straight, like, hey, this is what's happening in the Dredd universe.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I just missed that epic shoulder pauldron that Stallone
Yeah.
had.
Yeah,
That
they
the-
didn't have. Yeah, that uniform would not have like worked for him coming around clearing corners and
Yeah.
running
It's
around like he did.
shoulders were like
yeah,
out to
exactly.
here. It's like, what kind of
He wouldn't even
doorway
make it
do you
down
use?
the hallways that he was
Yeah.
at.
Well, he was a judge, so he got that massive, like, it had an eagle and
Yeah.
it wrapped around his left shoulder. I mean, it was epic.
Yeah.
It's like King Jaffe Joffre's lion
Yeah,
head
right.
sash. You know, it's this gigantic.
Jaffa Jaffa.
Zamunda. It's that lion head sash. Just like,
his face is on the money. So I will say this. I heard this from a comedian. And it's freaking hilarious.
Uh-oh.
So they were talking about not Harry. What's his brother?
Who?
Well, no, William is the oldest, and then Prince Harry was the second one. And so they were like talking about him having a drug problem. He's like, and the comedian's like, just imagine this, because at the time the Queen was still alive, so Prince Harry paid for drugs using pictures of his grandmother and also rolled up pictures of his grandmother to do said drugs. I was like, none of you can say that. I was like, yes.
That is true.
That is
freaking-
100% true.
That is an awesome fact.
that is
You
true.
know, if I find out I'm the descendant of somebody on a dollar bill, that's when I'll start doing cocaine.
Yeah, right. I'm a descendant of George Washington.
We'll spit in a couple, send it to Amsterdam. Because I want to see that.
Yeah,
I don't condone use of drugs.
We'll do a 23andMe.
All right, Patrick.
Yeah, guess what?
It says Andrew Jackson, so I'm going to need a 20.
You're related to Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh my God.
No.
I came to confess, I was the second gunman on the grassy
Patrick Wall Genghis Khan.
They say there's 0.05% chance that somebody is related to Attila the Hun just because of how many women he forcefully got with.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, that Be like
But I
anybody.
mean,
man.
everybody
Yeah.
in the world has a 0.05% chance of being related to one dude because of his pillaging.
His extracurricular activities.
It wasn't extra. That's what the man lived for.
It wasn't extra. I can tell you that much. It wasn't a hobby.
That was a profession for that man.
So I don't know how good this movie is, but again, he's playing a villain in it, and it's brand new on Prime.
Okay.
It's called The Bluff.
Okay.
And so I can't remember what he plays. A pirate lord. I can't remember who it is that he plays.
He plays
Captain
But
Francisco Connor.
Okay. Yep. I see him now. So Priyanka Chopra is essentially his wife,
Okay.
and so they went through years and years of going through and pillaging villages and whatever. But she had children, and so she became a mother instead of a fighter at that point. So she left him, and I don't remember from the trailers like if it says how she escaped or where, but essentially he's tracking her down to find her and his kids.
Okay.
Fun
Interesting
fact.
why the movie was called The Bluff, though.
Because it's like on this island. I'm assuming it's referring to like the ridges of the island.
Okay.
A Caribbean woman gets her secret past revealed when her island is invaded by vicious buccaneers. IMDb is giving it a 5.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is a straight 55%. And I don't know this other metric site. What is this?
Yeah, the 61.
Oh, it's just... Oh, Metacritic. Okay. So they're giving it a 61%.
61.
So anyway, it just came out, and it looks pretty interesting.
Let's go ahead and talk about the next movie he has coming out in like a month.
Oh my God, I've been waiting for this for a while.
Right? A lot of people didn't like that first one that came out during the pandemic.
I liked it.
I love that movie.
Well, a lot of people's big take on it was.
By the way, we're talking
because
about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat
2.
Dun, 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 dun. But
I have to go home and watch a 90s movie.
a lot of people didn't like it because they were like, well, there's no tournament. I was like, okay, well, if you actually played the games, like the first two were only ones about the tournament.
Yeah.
Everything else was just you met up somewhere in some random place and you
Shao
just
Kahn
fought.
is still trying to invade without the tournament.
Exactly.
So he hosts his own tournament and beats the shit out of them.
Yep. So
That also references Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which we shouldn't do.
Yeah, it was the second of the original
Yeah.
ones.
I was,
That was
They got
kind of
rid-
started. I remember when I first saw that movie, I was like, put it on, and it's like, it just started.
It
Yeah.
started with
Yeah.
the death of Johnny Cage.
But
Yeah.
it's just like it's okay.
It's-
We're going.
yeah,
now.
it's
There was
not-
really no like lead in. If that
Yeah,
makes
there
sense.
was-
Well, it
I mean,
picks
I know
up-
everything
it-
just starts.
It
but,
picks up like the very second the first movie ends.
yeah, it was
But-
just essentially a run on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
so-
it went like
but
quick,
then they-
and then it was like
Yeah.
choppy, and then it was like next thing you know, this is happening.
Johnny
and
Cage
that's
is
that-
dead. No
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
Why am I watching
No
this?
Christopher
Yeah.
Lambert. Sonya's been recast as well. Like what the?
There's no Highlander.
Yeah, we got no Highlander. He's actually coming back in the new Highlander.
It's good.
Nice.
I'm assuming he's going to be the teacher this
I
time.
think. Yeah,
He's going to be like the Sean Connery of the,
I
from the
think so.
original ones.
Yeah.
But are you looking forward to the new Mortal Kombat? I'm asking Tony for the non-visual people.
For the non-visual people,
We are on YouTube.
visual
For-
people.
for-
So
for
Tony,
the-
are you
for the
looking forward to?
the visually
I mean,
impaired?
I am. I like the movies. I played the game when I was younger. I'm not like die hard on it because I didn't follow any of the rest of the games. Like I literally would just play them when I was younger.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
never really. I wasn't.
There
the
is
guy,
technically a story
Yeah,
mode.
like I was
Yeah.
never the guy that would read all the preemptive story that would go
well,
on.
back
for
then
most
it was
video
in the
games.
book that the game came in that you
True.
had to read.
But
Yeah.
you know, a lot of games though they would.
They would have an
tell,
Yeah,
opening.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was like a
pre-
scrolling
preemptive
Star
thing.
Wars text.
The only game I ever played where I actually watched the whole prefix, whatever you want to call it, was the Ghostbusters game.
Oh, okay.
The one that was on the Wii and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It was on other consoles, but because I love
I have it on my
so much.
PlayStation 3.
Do you? I might come over now. I might actually play that one.
I don't have a working PS3.
Well, then we're
And
done.
you know what? You're off.
All right, you know what? If we want to get into
off the
this
podcast.
20-minute discussion about
No,
why I don't,
no, we don't want to get into that. But so, but yeah,
let's just
so,
say I had an EO1. Track one of those bastards down.
so yes, I am looking forward to seeing it for what it is because I did watch the original one and the Annihilation one, which confused the life out of me back
The,
then.
the movie's terrible. Let's go ahead and just say that.
But as far as knowing like the lore,
Animality.
like my buddy Rob, he would know a lot more about it because he knew he as like every game system out there. Every time something comes out, he gets it, and then he keeps the old one. So he's like got everything back to his like original Nintendo. So if I ever want to play a game, I'm like, I need to borrow a game system. Which one?
Yeah.
Like which Xbox, which PlayStation, which Nintendo, which GameCube?
Yeah.
What do you want? What you do?
I got Gamecast, man.
Which no,
There's GameCube and Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, but yeah.
And I would play the Dreamcast again because of Soul Calibur, because one of the few games as an older person I actually enjoyed.
what was it? It was one for the PS3 and the Xbox and the GameCube. Whichever version you got a different special character.
Yeah.
So the GameCube got Link from Legend of Zelda, Xbox got Darth Vader, and PlayStation got Yoda.
Yeah. What about Dreamcast?
That was pretty much dead in the water. We're talking Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soul
I
Calibur
thought-
3. Yeah.
I was.
Yep.
I'm talking about.
I still have my T-shirt with Yoda on it
Nice.
for Soul Calibur 3.
My one buddy who plays Soul Calibur. He always played Ivy every time.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one with the chainsaw?
Yeah, with the chip whip and stuff.
Yeah. I was
So-
like Nightmare. But he didn't come around until the second game because
Yeah.
the storyline of the first is where he becomes Nightmare.
So yeah, to answer your question, I will probably check it out. It would be I'll say this: I'm not going to run to the theater to go see it. But if I was in the mood to go see a movie in the theater, and that
Like
was
if
about
me or
the-
Gavin texted you on a random Sunday afternoon, like, hey, you want to go see a movie?
yeah, I would go see. Yeah,
Okay.
I would do that. But it's not someone would be like waiting up the night before
Yeah.
and be like, God, I can't wait.
I just like the characters that they're bringing out in this. So like several of the characters from the first movie are back.
Yeah.
Kano's back in.
Somehow.
He even said it at the end of the first movie. It was like, you think you've killed my fighters, death is just nothing but another portal.
True.
So
It is Shao
he can
Kahn.
probably bring them back.
Shang Tsung.
Yeah. He can probably bring them back in for the tournament side. But it looked like the where he stands off with Kano, because he was like, he's like, what's your superpower? He's like, I don't know, generally good looking or something like that. He's like, wait, you don't have a superpower?
Can't throw fire out of you.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do
Better than
this,
fireballs, you pussy.
Gavin, you brought up a good point before we turned on the mics that there are two different trailers out there, and I haven't seen that second one that you're talking about.
The second one comes out like they bring out Baraka a lot more. They show a lot more Katana.
Okay.
Again, they show Kano again in the with his laser eye. I think in this one he actually had the plate.
Oh, okay.
I think I can't remember.
And the guy in the original 1994 movie had the best death in human history.
Oh yeah.
But no, the first trailer that came out when it was supposed to come out last October, this was like a
It was
story.
like full Karl Urban.
Yeah, this was Johnny Cage, the movie. And you know what? Sign me up for that one.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, he's one of the best characters in the video games, in my opinion.
And I like how they went at it, like from the trailer, like the story behind it is like he's like this action star.
Well, that's his character
washed
in the
up.
games.
But in the games, like he was supposed to be like at his height, and like he was just making shitty movies. This one is like
Real Seagal
he's not,
energy.
Yeah, exactly. He's not making. I don't think he's making movies anymore because he's like going out to like signings and like shit like that. But he's like just at he's kind of like, man, I'm trying to think, and that's my boy, driving around that same old beater from when he had money,
Oh, what's that Tim Allen movie where he gets his ass kicked at work and then he goes to find a karate dojo?
Oh man,
You know what I'm talking about.
yes, Joe
But
somebody.
Yeah.
Joe somebody.
And then he goes to a karate dojo to learn martial arts, and then he sees all these posters. He's like, "Was that you?" Yeah, like 30
Yeah,
years
Jim
ago. man."
Belushi.
Yeah, Jim Belushi.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, that was me like 30 years ago."
Yeah.
But
You take a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these?
Yeah,
That was a Napoleon Dynamite, by the way.
yes, I am well aware of
I'm
that
sure
movie.
you
gonna
are.
eat your tots.
I'd have to. I don't know if I still have the shirt, but I used to have a shirt that says "Vote for Pedro."
So there is one that I was talking to Patrick about.
Before you say that, can I make a comment on the Mortal Kombat
Oh,
thing?
please, yes.
It is kind of a ridiculous comment, but I'll make it anyway. So do you feel that Mortal Kombat was inspired, the original game was inspired by the Big Trouble in Little China?
Ooh.
You got the Electric
You
Brothers
got
that had the
Reagan.
long hats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could all do different
And
things.
you got
They had
the
weird
soul
monster
sucking.
thing. Yeah.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
guy. Yeah. Well, he's Lopan in Big
Yeah,
Trouble
yeah.
all the time.
Random people fighting. They had
That
the
is
glowing rings that remember what's his name? He had the I can't remember what they did. He's like, one guy had the gem.
Yeah.
And Lopez had the fingers. He would do with the
And
razors.
they-
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
shoot
yeah,
the lasers at each other.
Right. Well, yeah, that's
They
how
did
they
do a fatality in Big Trouble in Little China when that face blew up.
Yeah.
And then just turned into a face.
Well, then
that movie got weird.
Then they also the Raiden guy. They dropped
Yeah.
a statue on him. So.
Yeah. And then one guy blew himself up.
Yep.
Just made himself really big and fat. But think about that. Think about Mortal Kombat.
question.
You think about Big Trouble in Little China. There's a lot of coincidences there. I'm not joking.
Not enough to get sued over.
So yeah, right.
Jack Burton was kind of like the Johnny Cage.
Yeah. True.
He didn't do a split and then punch someone in the nards, though.
He did a lot of other stuff.
He did a lot of other stuff. But
Anyway,
the movie I was leaning into is called Priest.
Okay, I did
Yeah.
want you to bring this up because when we were doing our to be not to be episode, that was something that crossed my mind, and I was reading the description and I saw like a little bit of the trailer. I was like, this one's actually good.
So, Paul Bettany, and it's actually got a pretty good cast. So, you got Paul Bettany, Karl Urban, Maggie Q, Lucy Collins plays Lucy.
You tell me Maggie Q's in a movie, I'm watching that.
Oh yes, she is full on just kicking ass through the whole movie.
You ever seen that show Nikita with her?
Oh yes. Anyway,
Take a breath.
moving on. So basically, what it is it's a vampire movie, and where this differs, it's in a dystopian future where the Catholic Church has become the sole source of government and protection for humankind, and the reason being is because that's people ran to the church as they were, getting eaten alive by the vampire scourge, and they essentially almost wiped out humanity. So what comes along is there are these people that are born with extreme abilities, so heightened speed, awareness, and they're essentially Jedi is what they are. And so the church, just like Jedi, they take them in and they make them what they're called priests. So they rid the world of all attachment. And they become an actual, priest ordained in the church that kill vampires. So
Dope.
Yeah. And so that's the story, basically.
It's on Tubi, and I plan on watching that. Once again, I didn't watch it because it actually seemed like a good movie.
Yeah. It's
because
very good.
I think one of the Wanda's boyfriend in Marvel. What's his name? Vision. Yeah, isn't
That's
Vision?
Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the lead, yeah. And Karl Urban's the lead, but he's the lead antagonist,
Gotcha.
not protagonist.
He's the other lead.
Yeah, he's the other of the yin and the
Second
yang.
lead of not the good guy leads, but the bad guy lead.
I know we're running out of time,
we
but
got a
I
few
did want
minutes
to talk about one thing before we sign off.
Okay.
He has done a few TV shows, so The Boys and everything, but he
Great
did
role.
yes. He did in 2013. He did a show called Almost Human. Have you guys ever seen this show?
I don't think so.
I think I have.
This show was created by J.J. Abrams. It was a masterpiece, but you know how like
What was it on?
Fox.
Okay, I know I've want to say I've seen it, or at least maybe an episode.
It only aired for half a season because Fox, you know how like in Firefly they really screwed the pooch by airing the show out of order, so
Yeah.
there was no real continuity.
Yeah.
They did the same thing to this. That's why it only lasted like 13 episodes.
Okay.
This show kicked ass. It's basically Karl Urban is think iRobot. He's a detective in 2048, and he gets partnered with a very advanced cyborg, or not cyborg, robot.
Okay.
So, he's a cop, and he's anti-robot, just like Will Smith is and all that. And, they learn to become partners, but it was a great, great sci-fi TV show. And you could tell by, like, episode 6, they had this amazing, dramatic episode where they were working with a guy. You find out he's the bad guy. He's like the big bad. Like this whole series is like he's the main antagonist. But it was like episode 3, and the creator of J.J. Abrams was like that was supposed to be like the season finale. Like I don't know why they put that in episode 3. So they aired it out of order, so there was no real continuity. So the mid-season finale after they canceled the show, I was like, really? That was your finale? That episode 3 won. That should have been
That's
That was the kicker
That's
right
the
there.
one.
You kind of did it backwards.
but that show is so good, and it was just undone by incompetence or somebody thinking that they know how to do it better than J.J. Abrams. Which you gotta stop that.
No.
Yep.
No, J.J. Abrams said that's the last episode. You don't make it the pilot.
Well, an honorable mention, and apparently this looks absolutely terrible. You can only watch it on Pluto TV. It has 5% on Rotten Tomatoes, but he did a movie with Al Pacino called Hangman.
Oh,
Al Pacino and Brittany Snow, and it's about a detective have to catch a serial killer whose murders resemble a twisted version of the children's game Hangman.
oh,
Okay.
So
so
I'm gonna have to look.
So
now.
if he has if the killer wants to spell out like a 3-word thing, he's gonna have like 30 murders. So like, all right, you found the H. Now let's go for the U.
I don't know.
But also, like, it's a serial killer trope that he's leaving these messages for the cops to find him. So, in essence, he would have to solve the puzzle to catch him. So, that would be like, I'm at 123
He's
Maple
gonna
Street.
explode.
No, well, the answer would be like, I live at 123 Maple Street. Like, that's like a town's worth of bodies that he will go through before Karl Urban actually starts to figure it
Well,
out.
he said
you have to watch the movie
It
to
says
find out.
serial killer. So
Yeah. Usually that means they're
Multiple.
not murdering frosted flakes. So.
But it means that Karl Urban is just going to I have to wait for the next clue. Well, you're only going to get the next clue when a body drops.
Yeah.
Your job is to stop that. Well,
That's the fun of it.
yeah,
it's called a catch-22.
That's why it's on Pluto.
Yeah.
So.
I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat.
But we are out of time, though. So thank you guys for joining us talking Karl Urban.
He's such a good actor.
And if you get a chance to watch Hangman, check it out.
Yeah,
Let us
yeah.
know how many
Something
bodies
tells
you
me
guys-
don't.
Yeah. The 5% on Rotten Tomatoes kind of tells me don't.
I am going to watch Priest, though. That movie
Oh,
sounds
Priest
gas.
is awesome.
And he'll be looking forward to seeing
And we're
Zombie Plane.
Gavin
Yes.
and I at least plan on going to the theaters to see the new Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
If Tony's got a free afternoon, he'll join us.
Yeah, when you guys go, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to go. Like I said,
We'll
it's
see
just
if it gets delayed
I'm not-
again.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
yeah, right.
run by myself
Yeah.
and just say, oh, I got to see this. But anyway.
Yeah, hopefully it won't get delayed another 6 months.
Yeah. One of us will text you, like Gavin and I are going, you can come or not.
Basically. Just let me know where and when.
Muster the Rohirrim.
All right, guys, but that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us. Another episode with Movie Talks Chill. We are your hosts. I'm Tony Serrano.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.